Okay, excellent. So what we are doing as Carbonfuture is we run a platform where we document all that processes that lead to carbon sinks and enable financing of these activities by putting it on a robust and rock solid accounting framework. We heard already that this is key to scale the activities. So in order to account for something, we need to know what it is. So quickly recap the definition of a carbon sink. First thing is remove atmospheric CO2, and then second thing, store it safely over time. So you see here on the right side 6 removal technologies, removal solutions in scope. Biochar is in a way in a sweet spot because it's available and scalable today, and it's already scaling, we heard that, and it's a persistent and measurable technology and solution. It's also easy in handling and transporting it, and it has various application benefits in soil and material applications. So if we look at carbon sink services, we heard a lot about permanence. And if you look how we characterize, in order to like account for a carbon sink, we characterize carbon sinks by their sequestration curves. And if we compare the respective curves of different solutions, we see quite a difference. So a ton is not necessarily a ton. You have to look at it over the course of time. And of course, having said that, you see here permanent solutions are of course advantages, but all solutions are needed. There's no cherry picking that we want to endorse here. But we need to account for permanence or sink services over time rigorously in order to provide a framework that is robust, scalable, and provides the needed trust we need here. So in terms of biochar methodology, first thing is the science is clear. We saw from Hans-Jörg the recent scientific activity. Also the IPCC has endorsed biochar in the meantime. There is, with the EBC, a renowned biochar certificate, and it also has a trailblazing carbon sink methodology issued last year. It's in the ICROA approval process currently, and the VCS Vera standard is also in the course of developing something along the lines. So we as Carbonfuture, we have a blockchain-based tracking solution for the biochar applications, because we learned biochar production is one thing, but in order to have a persistent carbon sink, we also need to document robustly and in a trustworthy way its application to have real highest assurance. We are not alone in the market, so known players like First Climate or South Pole are also there, and leading companies like Microsoft or Shopify have biochar on the radar and already are buying carbon credits on that basis. So having said that, we do this live, and these certificates are not like just concepts. It's running, it's up and running. We trade in the market. We have rock solid measurable activities here. Persistence is guaranteed. Additionality is an interesting point, because carbon sink services are key in the monetization or in the economic model of biochar, but it's not the only one. It's independently verified, and of course, no double counting is a key issue here, ensured by our contractual setups and also, of course, by the blockchain representation of the activities. Key takeaways to incentivize the growth needed is we need targeted remuneration. We need to incentivize the individuals who actually do the services, and in order to not to dilute activities and subsidies. Modularity in terms of biochar production and application is key. Biomass is a local thing. Yeah, it has a low value density. It is not transported long distances. It's a bit similar to photovoltaics. We also heard we need to separate sinks and emissions. We need targets for both elements, both sides of the balance, and also think of biochar as a long-term sink. Don't confuse it with soil organic carbon, which is also good, but not as persistent as biochar. So with that, I hand back to Anna.